This is Ace Poppy, and we are going to play Civil War 1863, and we're going to go to a battle called Mossy Creek. This was December 29th, 1863, and this was a real bitter cavalry campaign. And what we are going to attempt to do is we don't want to lose our control point, and we can't lose more than 60% of our army, and we need to hold on for 13 turns. So let's see what we could do here. We are, although going to try to hold a control point, and it's a cavalry attack, but we're going to take the offense here and start moving up to assure that we could really save our control points. And one thing we're not going to move is our artillery, because if we move the artillery we can't fire, and we want to get the first shots in. Now this particular artillery battery is too far out, so we're going to move him up. And we're going to, as you can see, we're kind of setting up a picket line. We want to get all our units in position. Now the General Elliott here can't really fire at anybody, so we're going to just strengthen one of our artillery batteries. And now we're going to see what the Confederacy is going to do. They're starting to move in. Now they're bringing their general up front to one of their units, bringing the cavalry up. More infantry. More infantry, more cavalry, more cavalry. They got quite a force there. Okay. Now again, we're not in firing range, so again, we're going to take the offense here. They have more troops than we do, but we're going to try to wear them down as soon as we can. Now we could already fire, but we're still going to move up. Going to try to hit them hard and often, as they say. Try to protect our artillery as much as we can. Just firing at the largest force. As you can see, they had a force of 7 there. And we can't move that unit up any further. Now they do have artillery, so we're going to get hit a bit. But if we don't put our troops in position to attack, we just can't lay back, because the artillery will just keep pounding us. So we're going to have to move forward. They're being pretty aggressive here. Really moving in. Okay. Now we need to bring the 1st Tennessee up again so we could attack. Now, for some reason we can't. I think this is in our way. This particular post is in our way, so we're going to do a little moving around here. We're going to move this unit up here. Move the 9th Pennsylvania here. We'll move the 118th Ohio to this position. And now we should be able to move the 2nd Michigan in position to fire, which we did. Now we still have our artillery. And we're going to hit the strongest unit in the center. And the 18th Kentucky is going to get the next strongest unit. Now what we're going to do eventually, we're going to move the 1st Tennessee next to the 2nd Michigan to keep our picket line straight. They moved one piece of artillery so they couldn't fire, but they fired with the other. Now they're moving in more of their cavalry, and they are pounding us pretty good, but we're putting a hurt on them too. Okay, we're going to use our artillery first to soften up their biggest force, and we're going to use the 1st Tennessee to slow down this cavalry unit a little bit. And again, as we go down the picket line, we're going to fire at the unit with the most firepower. And we could just about use anyone here, so we're going to take the most forward position. And we can only hit this unit, which we will. We used our artillery, and now we're going to hit this unit. And let's see what's going on. Hopefully we'll get some reinforcements, because we are up against a big force here, and we're already getting, like I said, hit pretty hard. Ah, great, we have reinforcements. So now it's cavalry, so what we're going to do is we're going to move the cavalry up to get as close as possible, and then we're going to turn them, take them, discharge them, because with the cavalry, if they're on their horses, they can only charge attack, and that's not too successful early on if the enemy units are too strong. So we're going to take them off so we can fire immediately. And so on the next round, like this unit here, the 2nd Indiana, now next time we'll be able to fire. Okay. Again, the 2nd Indiana, we have to get them in position. We're going to probably leave the 1st Tennessee and maneuver more troops around so we can get the 4th Indiana into place. So first we're going to go to our artillery again, go to the strongest unit they have, soften them up, and we're going to hit that unit again. And now we're going to go basically from left to right. Going to try to hit that unit there. They have a power of 6. Hit them. Hit the 5. Hit the 4. We can only do the 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, again, keep just breaking down the bigger units as much as we can. Now, fortunately for us, they're moving artillery, and they're not firing artillery. So that saves us a couple of troops right there. They seem to be withdrawing a little bit from our left flank and from the middle, and advancing on the right flank, which is where we're the strongest. So I'm not sure what their strategy is. And we have more reinforcements, which is really cool. Now, this is what we're going to do. We are going to fire this unit. We're going to bring this unit up. Fire again. Now we're hoping, let's see, no, well, this is what we'll do then. We're going to move this unit here. 118th Ohio, fire. And hopefully next round we'll be able to bring the 4th Indiana up. We could only move one for some reason. Now, we're going to change strategy a little bit. We're going to use our artillery to knock out this group. That's one less group that they could fire at us with. We use these 3. Now we're going to use our other artillery. Again, we're going to try to knock this outfit out, which we have. One less unit that could fire at us. And now we're going to concentrate on this group. Now, we're going to bring our cavalry unit up and convert them, take them off the horses. Bring this other cavalry unit up. And we're also going to dismount them and see what the enemy is going to do. Now they are using their artillery. We are getting shelled pretty good, but our reinforcements are going to help a whole lot. Okay, now more reinforcements. We have more artillery. That's really good. Okay, speaking of artillery, let's see what we're going to do with our artillery. We're going to work the middle, because I think we have our right flank is going to do okay. So we're going to concentrate on the strongest force our artillery could hit in the center. Let's see if we could get in range of their artillery to not do some damage there. Our left flank is a little weak, but we're going to bring some reserves in. Try to strengthen that up. Now again, we're going to concentrate on this group right here. Yeah, we can't bring them into range yet. Now Now, for some reason, this artillery unit doesn't have anything in range. Not sure why. And you know what? We've already used our artillery. Pardon moi. Nobody's in range, so we got to move up. Hit the most strongest unit we got here. Now we could bring this outfit in range, and hopefully we'll knock out another enemy unit. We've already moved that cavalry, and we'll use the 9th Pennsylvania, which is very weak, and try to do some damage. Okay, now the enemy is still plummeting our left flank pretty heavy, but not to worry. We are destroying their left flank, and we'll start, hopefully pretty soon, start moving in. Now, this artillery unit's still out of range. We're going to move them up. Next artillery unit, we're going to help out our left weak flank a little bit, much as we can. As you can see, as we lose men, we have less firepower. We're going to have, we could have moved that, the 1st Wisconsin up to hit, but we want to get them close to this right flank to start doing some damage to their artillery. See if we could knock out another unit. Not yet. Okay, we're going to start advancing our right flank, because it doesn't look like they have enough firepower here to advance on our control points. So we could be a little bit more aggressive to get them into the action. And we've used all our troops up. Okay. Okay, we're going to move the 2nd Michigan over so we could bring the 1st Wisconsin in. And we are knocking out one troop after another of theirs. Now we're going to try a charge. And we took out another unit. I was hoping we could advance, but we didn't. Let's see what we could do here. Okay. All right, now that new artillery unit is in range, so we're going to do a little more damage there. Okay. Now the enemy is running out of troops, and we are going to be closing in. They're starting to withdraw because they know they're in trouble. See, we got a shot at artillery. No. Now, we didn't use the 2nd Michigan because they don't have a lot of firepower, and we don't want to waste a good spot because we want to start moving up. Get as many strong units in place to do as much damage as we can each round. Let's see if we can knock this guy out. This is their general. Not yet. Start moving up the artillery, get them back in range. (16th Kentucky). We're going to be able to get our right flank into position real quick, I hope, because they're still pretty strong, and get them to put some hurt on the enemy. They still have some big guns, and they just knocked out one of our groups. Now we want to get in range of their artillery as soon as we can. Let's see if we could do some. No, we can't hit that. Let's see what this does. Now if we can knock this group out, we could start advancing. Ooh, missed an opportunity for artillery. I moved a little bit too fast. We're going to get the 9th Pennsylvania out of the way. Being Palmer's detachment has a little more firepower. There we go. Another enemy unit out of the way. And unfortunately the infantry is not moving too fast. I think we used all of our artillery. No, here we go. Boom! Okay, we knocked out the unit that their General Martin was attached with. Okay. Alright, they're moving artillery. That's good. When they move, they can't shoot. They're trying to get out of range, but we're closing in anyway. The 1st Wisconsin is going to put a little hurt on some. Now we're going to use our artillery. Hopefully knock this unit out. Boom, we did. Now it'll be easier to advance now that that unit's out of the way. And we could inflict more pressure on their artillery. Now we're moving strategically so we could get as many troops as we can. Not much we could do there, so we'll move up. Keep moving up. I think we fired yet. Okay, and get this unit, the 16th Kentucky in range. Bringing up the 2nd Indiana. And we don't have to really worry about our smaller forces left because they really can't do too much damage in there. Probably wouldn't be able to get them in range in time anyway. This battle is nearing an end. Our aggressiveness really paid off this time. Although we were really outgunned initially. It shouldn't take too much longer. They're pretty well trapped. Can't move anywhere. And we have gone on to victory. This is Ace Poppy. Hope you enjoyed Civil War 1863. Another great battle. And love to hear your comments. And we'd also appreciate it if you sign up and subscribe to us. Again, Ace Poppy signing off.